This is Frank, and today I've got a new one. This is kind of a modification of the Das Ugly stick that I did. I wanted something that looked more like an Eindecker, so I modified the bottom profile so the bottom comes up instead of the top sloping down. The rear is essentially the same. I made it a little shorter and a little wider wingspan and rounded the rear corners, put a little pilot on. I used some rocketry tubing on the top to put like a rounded foredeck like the Eindecker has, and then used some Depron to make a sort of a radial cowl with some silver trim. This is all Oracal 651 automotive vinyl to make it look a little bit more like an Eindecker. A little bit of Ernst Udet's colors. He flew a gray Eindecker. He was the second scoring German ace in World War I. This has a 2212-06 motor. Not that I needed it for extra power, it just used the nose weight, and it came out perfectly balanced with no nose weight battery up in the nose. And just running ailerons, elevator, the elevator servos in the back. You can see the open rear, and it just goes via push rod, real simple. And using 20 amp speed control and 3S800 battery, and that gives me about 5 minutes of runtime. And it's about 14.5 ounces, ready to fly, 9mm wing with 2 spars of 3mm, and about 35 inches long, so it's kind of squared off. And I'll give you a flight here.
Okay.
Back up slowly. So this should all be what you see in the ground. Shouldn't be too high. So the pilot's just, I printed out some a pilot profile on some photo paper, glued it to a little bit of styrene, and then put some protective tape over it. I used a little bit of cloth trim from the sewing department at Walmart to make a little scarf for him. Oh, if it's German, let's do an Immelmann. We'll go up and back. Yeah, it's a real nice flyer. This is about 1/3 throttle. It doesn't need much. I'll come down to a little slower. It'll really slow down nice, which is why I didn't put landing gear on it. It's just extra weight and drag. And I think I've only got 3 airplanes with landing gear anyway. It'll really slow down nicely. Yeah, let's give it a little pilot up now. So Ernst Udet had a gray Eindecker that he flew with blue slashes on the body, fuselage mark. I didn't angle him like he did, but the real Eindecker had a much smaller vertical stab. But anyway, it's just something for fun. Okay, we'll go straight up. Alright, let's go upside down here and do a little. We'll do an outside loop. Slow inverted. Yeah, with these throttle settings, probably get 6 or 7 minutes of runtime. Another outside loop. Alright, come around and show you the real route. Yeah, it can be pretty.
Time remaining 1 minute.
It can be pretty snappy if I speed it up. 4-point roll. I'll come around and we'll go vertical on the side
30
snap.
seconds.
Alright, come back down. We'll do that again and go the other way.
20 seconds.
Alright, I'll do a little more low
10,
and slow.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time expired.
Yeah, it's a nice slow flyer, but it'll be pretty aerobatic like any ugly stick would be. Yeah, it looks good with the rounded front and the gray. I'm going to land from the right.